Hey everyone, I got an update. This is the table that I told you guys I'd be working on next for the project. And so from here you can see what it looks like about the size and scale of everything with regards to the drill press. Um, and so there's a lot of stuff going on here that you can't see. And the first thing is that so the drill press. Um, I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do, if I was gonna like super glue it down to the table or what I should do, because I wasn't sure if I would want to have this angled this way for some shots or maybe this way for some shots. And so I tried to come up with this system for making it to where I can tie this down to the table itself. And for that, what I did is I made this, and this here is going to be glued underneath the drill press, sort of like this. I'm going to super glue it under there, and there's a little nut, and the whole part um, is going to go over that hole. And then I made this little custom guy here, which is just a wing nut and a bolt. It's going to go underneath, and it's going to tie the whole thing down to the table, the whole drill press. So that's the first thing. And the next thing is that you can see I've got this aluminum rod sticking out. And this rod here is going to have a LED that goes through there. And so this is going to go inside. It's going to be a little work lamp for Jen. So it's going to be aimed at the drill press. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some wire, and I'm going to wrap it around this wire, the two wires that go to the LED. And I'm going to put a little, like a little cover, like a little, what do you call it, like a radar dish shaped piece of plastic on the end. And the wire, which it'll be aluminum, annealed aluminum wire, can be used to animate the light and direct it. And so what I did with this is was trying to figure out how to make the color of this LED the same color as what I have in the reference. And the reference is kind of like a light green color. And so I tried taking some LEDs. I have a bunch of them over here. These are all LEDs in like blue, green, red, yellow. And so I took a green and a blue and put them together side by side and shone it down, and it wasn't really the right color. So what I ended up doing was I took some of this translucent paint. These are acrylics, and they are see-through. You can see through the colors, right? So they're kind of transparent, but they have enough coloration to where if you shine a light through it, that light's going to turn that color. And so blue and yellow make green. So I combined these two. What I did was I used this here to power this, and while it was lit, I put the colors on there just to see what it would look like, and I added yellow and blue together, like I said, and just saw what it looked like, and until the colors matched what my reference was. So I'm going to take the whole thing, and I'm going to make like a little base that goes around here. And so this aluminum wire here is just kind of like a placeholder where I can epoxy in some of my aluminum wire. And I'll be able to pop this out. It's in really snug, but if I had to, I can pop it out later. It's not glued in. So if the wire should break, I can just unravel everything and start over. But I will have that that wire go through the back of here in a hidden area. I have to drill a hole still. But you can see that what I did is I reinforced this balsa. And I reinforced it here and underneath. And this back piece of balsa wood is really thin. So I reinforced the whole thing with styrene here as well. And this here, so this is a piece of brass tubing. And what I did with this was I made a piece inside the garage, a brass angled piece that has a corresponding rod that can fit into here. And when I set this down on the set, you don't want any of this stuff to wiggle or move, right? So that's the first thing. And then I had to figure out, how am I going to attach this to the set floor and have it removable? Because if it's glued down, And then I want to have a camera angle that, you know, is from back here filming the forward, you know, towards the middle of the set. um, this is going to be in the way, and I had to get rid of it. So the solution is to have this piece where I can slide it on and off. So this thing attaches really securely to the set floor, and from there, of course, you know, with the drill press, it will be secured to the top. So, you know, nothing in theory should move, and whenever I animate all these parts, I can, you know, not have to worry about, you know, wiggles and wobbles and pops and that kind of stuff. And it will all be lit up, and yeah. So there it is. Here's the finished piece. You can see it all painted up. I put a lot of little jars and things in the bottom here, and little bits and pieces. This here is like a, it's actually a pipe bender with a piece of wire inside. And what I did is I dry brush it to kind of get the details to pop a little bit. There's some super sculpey on the end here and there. And it attaches in the back. So yeah, I mean, I don't really have a lot to say. I've been working on it for a lot of hours, so I'm gonna keep it short. But you can see how it's wired up. All these wires were separated out because I want it to be kind of safe. And so I have solder joints here and here and here. So I have all the wires kind of separated from one another. And all these will come out the back and go into the back of the set and go down, and I will power them, which is what I'm doing here. Just have a little AC adapter and some little alligator type clip things that, you know, can hook up the power to it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So you can see that it lights up, and let me do this a bit darker, more mysterious lighting in here. You can sort of see what that might look like on set a little bit better with this kind of lighting. It would be sort of dark like that, so the the little LED can sort of light things up and make it kind of more sci-fi and futuristic. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you guys all later.